David Perlman, immigrant Russian Jew. He said this. We're going to talk about this racist propaganda. He says, is it so bad? Is it so bad that they should hate someone else? The black man for a change? He says, let them. It keeps them too busy to bother us. It keeps them too busy to bother us. I don't know if I sent you that, Brent. It's a quote by David Perlman. Amen. It's right after that 1 John. But if it's not, don't worry about it. He says this, is it so bad that they, the white Goyim, should hate someone else for a change? We want them to hate the black man. Why? Let them, he says. It keeps them too busy to bother us. Racist propaganda. What you need to know about Edom is that Edom not only get involved with the Confederate War and all that stuff like that, they really, really like white folk focus on black folk. And they like white folk focus on black folk because when white folk focus on black folk, they not focus on them. Edom is from East Africa, just like us. They're not European. Now, they done been mixed with European. They look like European, but they're not like European. And when you talk to real, true Europeans, they know that them people not European. You see? But the Jewish convert know, as long as America is focused on black folk, George Floyd, and all the other stuff that's going on, nobody is focused on them. You see? In football, that's the way you do it, man. It's called a play action. You hike the ball and you act like you're handing it off. Why? To get the defense to crash in and to focus on the running back when the quarterback still got the ball. So everybody coming in to tackle the running back, and guess who opened down the field? You see? That's the kind of thing that they're doing. It's a diversion. And what you need to know, they've been playing this diversion from the very beginning. In fact, and then you need to research this, in 1915, they had a movie that was put out. It's called Birth of a Nation. And I think I might have Birth of a Nation. And it's a movie that went down in history. It's America's first blockbuster movie. And guess what it was about? The Ku Klux Klan. You go on Wikipedia right now, and they talk good about this movie. It was the best movie. It was Siskel and Ebert, and everything was so good. Have you forgotten what was the movie written about? You see? It was based off the book called The Klansman by Thomas Dixon. And Dixon stated openly that his purpose was to create a feeling of abhorrence and hate in white people, especially white women against colored men. And he wanted to use his film as a way to have all Negroes removed from the United States. All right, this film right here, Birth of a Nation. Now, the writer of it wasn't Ashkenazi. The producer of it wasn't Ashkenazi, all right? But watch what the Ashkenazi do, okay? A man by the name of, watch this, Louis B. Meyer owned a chain of movie theaters. And he began showing this movie. This is the Ashkenazi. Oh, show the next one, Brent. That's him. That's him. Louis B. Meyer, Jewish man. He owned a chain of movie theaters. He began to show this movie. And the movie had a $100,000 budget, and even back then, the movie made millions. White folk was climbing in the theaters to see that movie, The Birth of a Nation, Klansman. All right? And Louis Meyer made so much money, he became known as the Lion of Hollywood. Brent, give me the next slide. He became known as the Lion of Hollywood. And he opened a production company. He opened a studio. We watch their movies to this day, MGM. He made all his money off a racist KKK movie called The Birth of a Nation, Klansman. He put that in every theater, you see? And I want to tell you that the Ashkenazis are still doing this to this day. Running interference, running as though it were diversion, movement, just to take their eye, white people's eye off of them and put on us. Fox News? Not racist, but number one with racists. Them? Guess who owned them? Rupert Murdoch. Huh? They said this Ashkenazi controlled the Republican Party. He controlled it. That's who owned that. All right? And all Fox News put out is hate and racism, and it take white folk attention off of who really running their country, who really running their world, who really doing some bad things, and they looking at us. They looking at us. When we really not even their real enemy, man. Racist propaganda. Look at their movies, how they portray us, man. We love the Black Spider-Man, Spider-Verse, Miles Morales. Shout out to them all. We love Miles Morales. All right? But you see how long it take Miles Morales to get into superhero gear? It's the whole movie. And right at the end, he get it. Superman ain't got it at the end. Superman come out the spacecraft, burning thing with his eye running faster than a speeding bullet. But here we are, we do everything wrong in the movie. Can't get right in the movie. That superhero movie Will Smith played, Hancock. He was the star, but he was drunk. He couldn't get right. You see how they play us, man? They use all the stereotypes. That somehow we not intellectual, we stupid, we dumb, we can't get it right. It's their movies that's putting that out. It's their news that's putting that out, man. And they playing on these things. Brent, flip to the next one. And you would say, man, I ain't watching Fox. Man, what you gonna watch? Because they own it all. Because they own it all. It don't matter what you watch. It don't matter if it's Republican or Democrat. They own both sides. Let me tell you something right now. I want to give these people some props. Because that's how you take over something. That's how you be one. That's how you love each other. That's how you cut for each other. That's what them people did. If we're going to ever do something as a people, we better learn how to be one like they won. But we can't even buy a plate lunch from one another without talking about one another.